Taking the shot. Hello, everybody. Steven with Masada Tactical, BK's Puerto Rican brother from another mother. Today, we're going to be talking about red dot sights on pistols and iron sights. For the purpose of consistency and safety, visual physical inspection, rendering this pistol safe. Today I'm going to be using the IWI Masada pistol, which has become one of my favorite pistols and go-tos for operations, with a red dot sight from Hollison, also another go-to product that I prefer. Again, that's a personal preference for me, and I'll talk about some of the accessories that come with this. So here at Masada, we do a lot of firearms training, both rifle and pistol, both from experienced operators to novice shooters. And I've seen a ongoing trend with a lot of novice shooters getting red dot sights for their pistols, right? New technology comes out that helps you shoot better. Obviously, people want it. But today we're going to discuss their differences, how they work together, how they can work against each other, and if one is better than the other. So what is a reflex sight, or what I'm going to refer to as a red dot sight? Obviously, similar to what you see on rifles, all right? It's a zero parallax sight, and what that means is one focal point, all right? What you see is what you get. There's no magnification on a red dot sight. In my opinion, it's not meant to replace your iron sights. When we learn to shoot pistols, we always want to go through our fundamentals, and one of those fundamentals is proper sight alignment, right? And also with reflex sights, it is a technology-based item, and anything man-made is liable to fail. So you always want to have backups, right? I've seen new shooters put on reflex sights without putting the appropriate replacement sights, which are suppressor height sights, which will see over the reflex sights. Some reflex sights will have a groove that works in conjunction with your iron sights. So going back to what I was talking about, a red dot sight versus the iron sights. When we talk about iron sights and proper sight alignment, we have to line them up, right? We have to find our rear sight, we find our front sight, right? We have a clear front sight, blurry rear sight to have proper sight alignment. With a red dot sight, you put that dot on what you want to hit and you fire. All right, so it's a different style of shooting. It's more point shooting, which what we teach here at Masada works very well with us. All right, but let's talk about cons now. All right, yes, I can shoot faster with it in a combative situation, but like what we teach, and statistically speaking, in a combative type situation in close quarters, rarely ever does the shooter ever see their sights. So even with the advent of a red dot sight, when you're in a combative situation, you're probably not going to see it. But if you are practicing point shooting techniques like we teach here at Masada, and you're properly aligning that pistol, I'm going to be picking up that red dot as soon as I start extending my firearm out to fire. All right. But again, one does not replace the other. Me personally, I offset my red dot from my iron sights. Some people co-witness them, and what that means is they take the red dot sight on that sight, on the red dot sight, and put it just above the front sight. So when they do align the sights or bring up their red dot, everything is working together. Me personally, again, I offset them because I'm classically trained. I like to look at my iron sights and use it more as a backup, or if I have to quickly engage a target, just look for that red dot. Again, that comes with years of training. You don't just pick it up just like that. And one other thing I want to touch on, right? With traditional pistol training, they always say, look for your sights, look for your sights, look for your sights. As I mentioned before, statistically speaking, in a combative situation or quick firing, you're not going to see your sights, right? It's a theory of fighting to your sights or fighting for your sights, right? And when it comes to point shooting, the idea is to get effective rounds down range, right? And get my target, disrupt their OODA loop, and then get on my sights and get more effective rounds down range, right? There's the misconception that a tiny little hole is accurate shooting. Accurate shooting is getting rounds on my threat, allowing me to seek cover, get on my sights, and get more precision pistol fire downrange. So again, there are plenty of red dot sights out there, right? Go out, try them out, make sure it's the right fit for your firearm, and most importantly, make sure you're getting the appropriate iron sights that work with that red dot sight. You don't want just a red dot sight. At distances, there's a lot of wobble in it, and it can make distance shooting very difficult with a pistol. So you always want to have backups, and in this case, iron sights. In my case, my iron sights are the primary, the red dot is the backup. So in summary, always make sure you choose the right red dot for your pistol. Some are very proprietary and exclusive specifically for the firearm. And make sure you get the supporting iron sights, because at the end of the day, if your red dot fails, you're going to have to go back to iron sights. No expensive sight in the world is going to get your rounds on target. It's going to fall on the operator practicing good shooting fundamentals. At the end of the day, I don't want to get into a shootout. I want to get into a shooting. All right, I want to be on top, and the person on top is going to be the one who can get accurate rounds downrange first. So please don't forget to follow us on all social media channels. If you have any questions on this video, any previous videos from BK or myself, don't hesitate to ask. We're always ready to answer questions. And like I always like to say, please continue to train to fight so when the time comes, you don't have to.